This service bulletin addresses a knocking noise coming from the engine at idle. It affects various models such as the ES350, GS350, IS and RC, as well as the RX350. So what they're talking about is these certain model years of these various models with a 2GR FKS engine may exhibit a knocking noise from the vacuum pump at idle. So you'll hear like a tapping or knocking sound from the engine while the vehicle is sitting there and idling. Let's scroll down to our information. So these are the years and the models, and this is the procedure they want you to do. And this is the time that's paid to the technician on each one of these models. Now, the actual time that it will take a job is probably longer because this is a warranty time. It usually pays less than book time. And then this repair is covered by the basic warranty, so 48 months or 50,000 miles from the vehicle's in-service date. So not the sale date or production date, but the date that the vehicle was registered for the first owner. This is again information for Mexico. We'll just skip that. We're more focused on the US market. And here's the part information. So the previous pump part number was this, and then they've updated it to this part number on the ES and RX models. And then for the IS, RC, and GS, these are the part numbers right here. And it's the vacuum pump is the part that's being replaced. This is the repair procedure that the technician is going to follow when the vehicle comes in. Remember that this is a service bulletin and not a recall. So that means Lexus will not replace this part on every single vehicle. They will only do it if they can confirm the actual problem exists. So when the vehicle comes into the dealership, the tech will bring it in and he has to confirm that there is a knocking noise from the pump at idle, and they give you an example of this noise so that they know what to listen for. If they can hear the noise, then they continue to step 2. Then they're going to use a stethoscope and check for where the noise is coming from. So the vacuum pump is this assembly right here, marked by number 1 on this video. It's at the rear of bank 1 on the 2GR FKS engine. So they will listen in this area, and if there is a noise, then they have approval to go ahead and replace the vacuum pump with updated part. They will also need to check, before they proceed, they'll need to check for vacuum leaks and make sure nothing like that exists. So they will use a vacuum gauge and a pressure sensor to measure the vacuum in the system. And this is the process that they're going to have to follow. So the coolant temperature has to be within a certain range, and then the vacuum pressure has to be in a certain range as well. If that's all good, proceed to the next step. So you're going to pinch or plug, remove the pinch or the plug, and then you'll measure the vacuum in the system again. So if it's at least this negative 25 inches of mercury, we're going to continue to the next step. Press the brake pedal to get rid of all the vacuum in the brake booster. And then after you release it, monitor the vacuum again. This gives you the graph, and they want to see if the noise occurs when a vacuum is in a certain range. So if all of these steps are confirmed, then the tech will go ahead and recommend to replace the vacuum pump assembly. So they tell you to follow the repair manual on how to replace it, install the new vacuum pump, and once you do that, confirm that the knocking noise has been reduced. So that's the repair process for the knocking noise from the engine at idle. See you on the next episode.